Hello there again, Duncan here. Sorry for the delay between video 1 and this video 2. You won't believe this, but the moment after video 1 was created, I went to do video 2 and my camera packed up. So I had to go and borrow another one, which is what we're using now. I've had a couple of days off with pain as well. My pain levels can knock me out. They can rise and they just stop me working, stop me thinking. But I'm back. I'm fresh-ish. Before I start, I just want to thank all you guys on Twitter, you followers, for kind words and support. It's fantastic. If you've come onto this video and you've not been on Twitter, you've not used Twitter, it's especially if you're someone like me who's starting out in art, any creative product, anything really, music, whatever, get yourself a Twitter account, learn the fundamentals, the basics, and it's just fantastic. It gives me something to get up for now, which is superb, and that's all thanks to you guys. At the beginning of video 1, I had 22 followers, sorry, and as of when I came into the studio, I have 122. So, and they're all, majority of them are artists, and it's fantastic looking at your works. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here for a look at what I'm at. So, what I was going to do, I told you last time, I have a number of videos, a number of canvases on the go at the moment that I've started. They're pretty diverse, to be honest. You can see them just behind me here. This one up here is made entirely of computer components from their memory chips, motherboards, etc. This here is, I'm not quite sure what that is, but it's got some straws on it. This one here is the very first one I started, in fact. I'll show you that. That's an interesting one. A lot of depth to it, but it's I'm lost as to where we go with that one. And this one is an unusual one. It's completely different to anything else, but I'll show you that. I'm teasing you now, aren't I? But the one I want to show you, I'm going to spin the camera around, because what I'm doing is when I get something, I'm working very close. I tend to work flat. This is, well, you can't see this, but this is a large table. I created an easel thing, but I find it easier to work flat and then lift it, have a look, work flat. Whether it's to do with me sitting in the chair or not, I don't know, and the fact that I'm not standing up, I'm not sure. But you would have thought it'd be easier for me to, because I'm sitting, to have it in front of me. But I suppose, you know, it's obvious now, isn't it? It's obvious when you see what I'm going to show you, because things will fall off. Yeah, I'll go and get the work, actually. Let's go and get the work. Excuse me for a minute. Oh, I was going to show you it first from a distance. I'll show you it from a distance and then I'll bring it up close. There we are up there. Let's see if I can zoom into you. I'm hoping, I'll give you a minute to have a look at that and see what you think. I'm hoping what you start to see there is the head of a horse looking at you straight on. But let's go and bring it down and I can show you it close up. How exciting. Excuse me looking over there, because that's where the, yeah, right, I'll get used to it, I'm sure. Okay, I'll get this. Okay guys, I don't know how close we're going to get with the camera. We can move it, can't we? Right, so now this thing, I'll show you here. As I've said, I'm into texture, and what I want to do is develop texture and depth. this is just Hessian. This here is in fact my wife's old dressing gown, Teresa. I've collected an awful lot of stuff around the the studio. I'll show you that in another video. I actually went mad. I spent about 8 months collecting all sorts of bits and pieces that I envisaged I'd be using in works like this. I've raised the eye. This is just some plaster, and this stuff is just really, this was actually the dust created from some tiles that were cut for somebody, and the dust in the machine, in the tile cutter, built up. So I simply added water to it and mixed in a bit of PVA glue, and it sort of created this plaster. I know I could have used, I could have bought, I'm not quite sure what you call it, Mod Podge or whatever it is, it's filler, but I thought I'd make my own. I've also got some old tile adhesive that people are throwing out. I went on to freecycle.com and sort of picked up an awful lot of different bits and pieces that you know, I'm hoping to be able to use in my stuff. Now these colours are, obviously I'm just sort of trying to get a feel for what's happening. I haven't filled out yet. What I'm planning on doing is I've dyed some string black with some black ink. It's simply twine that I've opened up and feathered up a bit, and what this is going to be, when I get enough of it, is a mane that runs down here. So there's going to be a dark block of mane that comes down here, and then some, this is going to be quite a sharp black. This here is going to be a faded colour of the horse, which is well, it's probably about this colour here, the horse, I think. Stronger here but faded here. This is all going to be, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but this is, I want to be misty with some more mane in the background. So it's going to be a bit dark here, very dark here, with the horse's hair coming down over its nose. And I just want to leave these bits alone. I think what I want to do is have a painting, a finished work that looks as though it's unfinished, really, because I think what I'm aiming at is I want to show you what I used in building the work. I don't want to put stuff on and paint the whole thing over so everything's invisible. I just like the idea of leaving bits open so it looks a bit unfinished. That's the idea. I don't know why I like that idea, but that's the one I'm working with. This is the little sketch that I'm working from. You can see it there, much easier to see. That's the idea of it. Why I picked a horse, I just like horses. Why I picked this one for the first one is I was going to say then it's easy, but no art is really easy, but it comes across as bit, when you see some of the other ones I've done, this is sort of the easy one to begin with and follow on with. I didn't mean to paint these before I showed you this, but after my camera broke, the day after that, I had this sort of spurt that I really wanted to get some colour down, and I just couldn't resist it. I did take some shots of it without colour, and maybe I'll upload that sometime, but it, you know, obviously it wasn't very interesting, but you couldn't see what it was. But now the colour's starting to come on it, you can see what it is. Okay, so that's this, my first #1 canvas, #2 video. I'll leave it at that for now. I'll get on with this and show you the next phase of it if you like, but the next video, before I do that, will I'll introduce you to the other pieces, just so you've got some idea of how my mind is starting to work. I think it might jump around because of the drugs. I'm on quite a lot of painkillers, so this could be interesting. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care. See you then.